We couldn't have timed it any better. That Friday that Opeth had released their latest album, they came into my hometown of Toronto on that next Wednesday. So it gave me enough time to get into the songs and get into the groove of the album without fully appreciating everything. So when I was able to see a lot of those songs played live, it gave a whole new dimension to those songs. Now also, I did the review of the album before I saw it live, so that wouldn't affect my enjoyment of the album as a whole, or that wouldn't skew my ideas of what to expect within this album. I saw it at Massey Hall, and for those of you who aren't familiar with Toronto or Massey Hall, it is one of the best venues to see live music. It was originally constructed as kind of like an orchestra or a symphony stage. So the acoustics of this venue is just outstanding. It's one of the best here we have in Toronto. The opening act of The Sword was also a pleasant surprise. Most of the time when we have an opening act, it just kind of wets your whistle and it doesn't really get you too far into the music. But these guys are definitely one of those up-and-coming bands. I don't know exactly how long they've been around, but they really did their stuff and did it well. Which brought us into Opeth. And this is the first time I've actually seen Opeth live. I have seen a lot of their DVD releases. I've seen a lot of their live performances on YouTube. So I did know kind of what I was getting into as well. And the highlight was definitely Michael's banter with the audience. That is definitely where he shines outside of the music, shall we say, because I guess the music is really where he shines best. But just that banter and that relationship that he has with the audience, I don't think too many artists nowadays have that same kind of relationship. And the songs that they decided to play was a really great kind of mishmash of all their hits and fan favorites as well as some new material. They only played the 3 songs that were released for Sorceress prior to the release of Sorceress itself. Will o' the Wisp, Wildflowers, and Sorceress. So I wish they had played a couple of their other tracks on the album because I did want to hear some of those live, but what we got, I'm not going to complain about. I did love the fact that they played Ghost of Perdition from Ghost Reservoirs. That's one of my favorite tracks. And I also love the fact that they played In My Time of Need from the Damnation album. And that was one thing that I kind of picked up about halfway through the set. I realized they weren't really repeating any songs from previous albums. They only really played one song from each album prior to that. In some ways that was good because it covered a lot more of their discography, and I actually brought my dad to see it, and so he got to experience the whole plethora of what Opeth has to offer. The lights itself, those were really, really well done. It wasn't quite over the top, wasn't like right in your face. They had these 3 sets of, I guess, swivel lights, and I didn't realize until probably the end song that the one part was a high definition, almost LED screen, and the other side was just a row of lights. And it wasn't until that last song that they started to actually spin around. Throughout the set, you did see either the LED light screens or those banks of lights. So yeah, definitely enjoyed myself. Got some merch, got a t-shirt, and that's about it for my take on their set. What did you guys think? Have you seen them live? If you have, let me know what your favorite performance from them was. Let me know by commenting below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to get a couple more of these out this week. I saw Leprous, so check that out soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are definitely the best. And until next time, Notes out.